At least they don't gloat before a kill.
It's the recollection. They invaded and took the lodges. I only got out because Black Glove Garm distracted them.
Are you one of those recollection? No. I don't know who you are or if you're trustworthy, but you look like you can fight. How do you feel about fighting for me if I pay you? Orc clans know better than to attack the Oathsworn pit. It goes against our codes. Some elves don't know how to respect codes. I want to show them why they should. Violently. The Oathsworn are renowned warriors, but they'll need our help here. Skill and luck go as far as a thrown spear. Only death wins every battle. It's been a while since I trained here, but I think I can show the recollection the meaning of Malakath's vengeance. What about you? Look for Black Glove Garm, the leader of the Lodge of the Fist. If the recollection overpowered him, the rest of the pit is in real trouble. Follow the path there. I'll be along as soon as I get this youngster sorted. I thought about taking the oath once, but my life went in a different direction. Still, I got to know the warriors who now lead the lodges. It wasn't the right time for me. I didn't want to be in the pit fighting mock battles. I wanted to prove myself in real combat, and I did. I'm the chief of Clan Foreign. We're one of the oldest and strongest clans in Hrothgar, and if you don't know enough to know what that means, I'll leave it to your imagination. Meeting with Dulzush Forgefire and the other lodge leaders. Who knows if there will be anyone left to meet. Maybe I'll have to talk with Mergu Besha here, or just go back to Clan Foreign empty-handed. He's the leader of the Lodge of the Fist. His gloves are permanently stained with the blood of all who fought him, including mine. Garm never figured out how to punch his own temper. Every initiate starts out with Garm in the Lodge of the Fist. Show him that you're not an idiot, and he moves you up to the Lodge of the Axe. Once you master weaponry without cutting your fingers off, you'll go to the Lodge of the Forge. If Garm was in charge of everything, the Oathsworn would have crumbled years ago. No. There are different leaders for each lodge, with Dulzush Forgefire serving as the pitmaster. With enough practice, anyone can master the skills of war. Not everyone can master the forge. Malakath takes us all into the fire. If you are strong enough, you'll emerge as a weapon. Dulzush knows how to forge weapons. Not much. I'm not even sure if they're a new cult or some political group. Their ranks are growing, though, alarmingly quickly. If I find any recollection snakes in my territory, I'll cut their heads off.
You're going to help us? Good. Make the recollection pay for this with blood.
Were you waiting for them to trip on your insides?
As grateful as I am, Bosrog. Axeborn Caherga could use your help in the Lodge of the Axe.
That sounds like you're not coming with us. Good. You need to recover. We'll get Caherga. It's a good thing we found Black Glove Garm when we did. A few moments later, and there would be nothing left to save. Let's hope we have the same luck with Axborn Kahurga. The Recollection aren't the first to want Oathsworn to join them. I wonder why they killed so many initiates. The Oathsworn aren't defeated. Garm is still alive, and the other lodge leaders may be too. We can still take the pit back. He's a rock in every way. Push him and he won't budge. But there's no one better to hold on to when things get tough. The leader of the Lodge of the Axe. I thought about asking her to join my clan the second I became chief. But she never would have agreed. She loves being Axeborn. I knew her. Time changed both of us. I don't regret it, but I missed her, especially in those early years. Still, if Garm thinks she's in trouble, he's probably right.
Let me get a good look at you. You show promise. If you want to join the Oathsworn, there are spots open in the Lodge of the Fist. Maybe even the Lodge of the Axe, given that fight. At first, they said they wanted to test their strength. I thought they just wanted to spar. They surprised me. A lot of good orcs died. I'm proud of them. It takes a while to master every weapon type out there. Kahurga is sharp enough she can cut you with the flat of a blade. But the Lodge of the Axe has seen better days. They're low on members. When the Recollection bullied their way past my lodge, hers didn't stand a chance. I'll bet my gloves they're still fighting, though. Kahurga knows when to retreat as well as I do. Yes, most disciples spend their lives working toward this goal. But the ones who make it are as dedicated to combat as they are to breathing. Not everyone can be Oathsworn. You think my injuries are bad? Ask yourself why a packmaster like that wood elf only had one wolf in his pack. Rest up. I don't want to admit this. Not to him. But Bosrog's right. I'm no good to anyone with these injuries. But if I see any of those Recollection dung heaps, I will make them pay for this.
Careful. I saw what the Recollection can do with those barrels. You don't want to be near one when they explode. No. I think this is as far as I go. I just want to stay in the pit a little while. Not be blown to bits. You clearly haven't met her. I tried to kill as many of them as I could. It just wasn't enough to stop them. Malik, forgive me. Thank you for continuing my work. I hope you are more successful than I was. You sound like the Black Glove. I did my best. And it wasn't good enough to stop the Recollection. Still, I have some time now to make my peace with it. Thank you. I hope you fare better than I did.
Dolzush!
I can't leave you like this.
Don't get sentimental. If we lose Dolzush, we lose the Forge. Please.
All right. You fought well, Axeborn. The Lodge of the Forge is just through the vault there. Go, before Dulzu's forge fire meets the same end. Merlakath's bloody sword arm! If we hadn't already killed that construct, I would tear its roots apart with my hands! Go! I need a moment to wrestle my anger. Kaherga is dead. My thoughts and emotions are my own. If you try to pry my skull apart to get to them, I will fight you. She was someone that I admired. I almost asked her to stand by my side, but she never would have left the pit. What an orc. The place where initiates who master the lessons of the Lodge of the Axe are taught to create weapons. Anyone can learn to fight. Few can be taught how to create. You'll see when you get there. The Lodge of the Forge is incredible. Leader of the Lodge of the Forge. She's one of the best weaponsmiths in all of Hrothgar. And if the rumors are true, she's the greatest pit master the Oathsworn have ever had. Dulzush is the Oathsworn. Kaherga was right. We can't lose Dulzush. Remove your grubby hands from the sacred items!
This won't last long.
Thieves as well as cheats! They must have taken the Staff of Many Paths. Do you hear that hiss? Poison! Out! Out! I need to make sure the Staff of Many Paths is really missing. Go help Dulzush forge fire. So the Recollection think their poison is strong. I've inhaled worse concoctions from our wise woman. The Staff of Many Paths, though. Maybe it dropped. I have to find it. Those wood elves can't take that, too. A polearm put under the Oathsworn's protection by Malakath eons ago. Beyond that, it's a mystery. If the Recollection took it, killing everyone in the pit would be a good way to hide the truth. This may be more important than we know. You won't miss her. If I know Dulzush, she'll be fighting the Recollection in any way she can. I'd look for her in either the loudest or bloodiest room in the Lodge of the Forge.
Warriors thought they could burn the Oathsworn.
They tried to kill the Oathsworn, but this adventurer doled out the pit's revenge. That was the last of the Recollection. Now the Oathsworn can rebuild. It will be difficult, especially without Axeborn Kaherga. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Dulzush and Garm will get the pit straightened out in no time. We fought through the entire Oathsworn pit. If any Recollection remain in there, they'll be scattered and leaderless, just the way we want them to be. Here, you spilled enough blood to appease Malakath's need for revenge. I suppose now all that's left to do is figure out why the Recollection attacked. Was it to steal the Staff of Many Paths? Recruit the Oathsworn? Too many orcs died to leave this a mystery. I know someone who might have answers. If you share my need for answers, maybe we'll find the same individual. I need to travel quickly, and if you're the curious sort, you may want to join me. But I can't have that. Not when there are orcs to avenge. If you're asking why the Recollection wants the staff, that's what I'm hoping to find out. Malakath tasked the Oathsworn with protecting the staff. I never thought to ask why. But now it seems that the staff is important.
To help the initiates.
We saw some recollection in the vault. One of them must have gotten away with it.
Oh, Gradung. All right, we'll deal with that problem later. For now, I'm just grateful that those wood elves are gone. I'm sure you have questions, stranger. You deserve answers. Ask away. In my experience, it's a stick that's so fragile it'd lose a fight against a poorly stuffed straw dummy. There are stories, mysteries and questions that hang around that staff like water on a whetstone. Strange things happen around that staff. Weapons go missing, or initiates beat a lodge leader black and blue during their first lessons. The staff got locked in the vault before I became pitmaster. It hasn't been an issue for a while. I don't think anyone could answer that question. It seems as though we've always had it in the vault. Everything about the staff is strange. But I can't think about it too much. I have an order of elite warriors to rebuild. Find any Oathsworn still alive and rebuild. The pit doesn't seem all that worse for wear, but I'm afraid there aren't many Oathsworn left. Still, some took their oaths and left the pit to teach Moloch's lesson the hard way. The Oathsworn are the greatest warriors in Tamriel. You think we'd be content fighting the same orcs our entire lives? No. We want to go out and test our skills against real enemies. With their help, and that of the lodge leaders, we'll be fine. We'll never fight her equal again. Still, another will step up to fill her position. The legacy of the Axeborn will continue. Kahurga may be gone, but we will remember her in every sharp edge.
There's so much work ahead for Dulzush and me. We're going to have to get some new initiates. That's not going to be easy. I'd ask you to stay, but I think you've done your part for Moloch.